Hey, you. I'm making a game. You want to hear how I did it? Okay, stick around. Maybe that's a bit direct. Okay, anyways, I'm sure you have a few questions, like, who am I? And what am I doing out here? What's with the strange lighting, and why does the camera angle look like I just got done burying a body? I'm sorry about the angle. I can't do much more about that, but I can answer your question. So who am I? I'm the creator. I guess you could say I create stuff. In this case, I'm creating a little horror game. And why am I here? Well, that's because this place, or more precisely that place over there, was the inspiration for that game I'm currently making. More about that in a second. If you want, you can also call me Leonard with a T. That's very important. Don't you dare spell me with a D. Okay, anyways, getting back on track. So, a few months ago, from recording this, I went along that road. We'll visit it in a second, don't worry. And not only was it late at night, like it is now, but I also had no light, unlike now. And I was wearing my headphones, and not just any headphones, but noise-canceling headphones. And you might think, okay, Leonard, are you stupid? Yes, I am stupid. But luckily nothing happened. As you can see, I'm still alive. And, you know, even if somebody would have been there, I mean, everyone's here is like 60, so what's some old geezer gonna do? Beat me to death with a cane? Okay, sorry. Respect your elders and all that. But basically what I'm trying to say is not just was I walking around in the darkness, you know, without any light and any sound, but I also imagined, you know, there was some foliage left and right there. It wasn't winter yet, and I was thinking, what if there are some monsters in there? Yeah, great thing to think about in the dark. And then I suddenly had this idea, you know, why don't I just make a game out of walking in the dark with monsters to your left and right, but for real this time, not just in my mind. And so I got home and I got to work, and I wrote this little design doc of mine. We'll take a look at it right now. So I was thinking to keep the gameplay simple this time, and this is my first game that I've done, but hopefully this will be the first game I'll actually finish with a good result. So I was thinking like an on-rail walking sim, so you can just accelerate, decelerate and look around, but you can't move around. And basically you're locked on a rail, and you go along a path and you listen to music. And sometimes you gotta stop the music to listen if any monsters are on your left or right. And here's the thing, if you hear anything in the woods, in the bushes, then you gotta look at it and stop for a while. And while you stop listening to music to see if there are any footsteps there, your sanity decreases. And obviously if your sanity reaches 0, then you die. It's kind of like Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I should really finish that game. Anyways, basically that's kind of the conflict that I've written down here. You need to listen to music to keep your sanity up, but if you listen to music, then you can't hear the monsters. So that's kind of the gameplay loop I got going here. And you know, I had this idea, I let it rest for a few months, and then I came back to it and developed my first prototype. So you can kind of think of a prototype like a sketch for, you know, art. Basically, it's rough around the edges. In my case, it's buggy. It's not pretty. It's unoptimized. But I basically just worked on the gameplay, got that going, and then I focused on the atmosphere. So basically, you know, making a little level like the road, and adding some sounds to it, because sounds are very important, especially in a horror game. And yeah, the feedback was actually really positive from people. That's not something I usually get with my games. Usually people are just frustrated or confused. And that really motivated me to keep working. So you can also play the game for yourself, or the prototype right now, on itch.io, and discuss it in my Discord. Please join my Discord. Anyways, yeah, I'd say I built this game up enough, or the road that created it. Yeah, let's go visit that road, shall we? Ooh, okay, here's the road as promised. I hope you can hear me. I bet you can see anything, but basically I've been using this lantern here to illuminate myself, and check this out. Oop. Okay, it's dark now, and 1 second. Whoop. Ooh, look, it like doubles as a flashlight. It's very convenient and also very bright. And yeah, basically this is all just one long stretch of road. I'm just illuminating the end there. It doesn't bend in any way. To the left here is a little canal. To the right is, I don't know, I think this is a tennis club. I'm not sure, you can't really see anything, but behind those is a tennis club, I swear to you. And yeah, I guess we can just walk along and look back. Ooh, there's a car over there. Ooh, how exciting. Okay, but yeah, we can walk along, and obviously in the final game you won't have the luxury of a light, it'll be dark. But yeah, and I must admit I'm recording this out of order. I recorded myself talking first, and now I'm actually heading back already. Yeah, I guess back to past me now, so I can talk more about some other stuff. But yeah, it's really uneventful. There's just some trees, and I got some weird labels on them. I'm not sure what that means. But basically, yeah, what I'm trying to capture in my game, I forgot to talk about that in the past. Oh god, this will be confusing for you. And it's like, I don't know if this comes across in the video. YouTube kind of tends to ruin dark videos, but you know, the sky, it's not really pitch black ever in the city because there's so much light pollution, and that's kind of what I wanted to capture. I think it's really magical. It's like, you can see the silhouettes of the trees up there, but you can't really see anything down there. You know, it's very dark, unless I make it bright, which I will now. Okay, yeah, now finally back to past me. Okay, so now you can see what inspired my game. Last but not least, I'd also like to talk about a few things that I made in the meantime after I got done with the prototype. Basically, I started again from scratch. You know, with a sketch as an artist, you don't really continue working from that. You use it as a template, and then you redraw the lines and all that. I think that's how art works. I'm not too sure. Sorry if I upset any artists. Anyways, that's kind of what I've been doing, and I've really been treating this project as more of a learning project. You know, with all of my other game projects that I've done before, I wanted to make the best possible game, and right now more like, Leonard, you suck, you can't make good games anyways, but you might at least learn something from the experience. Okay, that's not exactly what I'm saying, but somewhat along those lines. And anyways, I've been treating this as a learning project. I hope to do something other than gameplay, because most of my projects end up as some things with gameplay in it and a lot of gray boxes. There's no real art, sound, writing, plot, gameplay, progression, etc. It's mostly just a nice little test. And with this project, I really want to go beyond that and also work on the art side of things, the sound side of things, you know, to create an atmosphere that sticks with you, because I think that's the most important part of a lot of games. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've learned a lot of things already, and this has been me somewhat rambling about what I've been recently doing in the dark, alone. Join me in my Discord so I'm not alone anymore. Hey. Okay, I guess I should get going now. It's been quite awkward talking. Yeah, I hope no one's been listening in. Okay, right. Oh, do I hear something rustling in the bushes? Hello, anyone there?